episode, I'm going to be kicking off my week of winter with Wannabe Youtuber series to dedicate an entire week, about 5 or 6 videos, to my favorite things about December, or my favorite things about winter. So for my first episode, I'm going to show you guys some fun DIYs and some easy Christmas or holiday decorations that you can make yourself. These range from homemade snowflake decorations to homemade Christmas tree decorations and some fun and easy DIY treats that you guys can make to spruce up your home and make it feel very, very wintry. Yes, it is that time of year again where we need to take our fall decorations down, kick them to the curb, and break out the Christmas decorations. Am I right, guys? I do not love Christmas as much as I love Halloween, but I really like crafting. So if you like crafting, this is the video for you. Alright, to kick off this DIY list, I'm first going to show you guys how to make these adorable little winter snowflakes, which are just made out of hot glue, if you can see them. They're just made of hot glue, put onto some tin foil, let it cool, paint the top of it with some Mod Podge, and sprinkle some glitter on it. So you're going to need your trusty hot glue gun, a couple glue sticks, a paintbrush that you don't mind getting ruined, a little cup for your Mod Podge, some glitter of your choice, tin foil to put your snowflakes onto, and you don't have to do this, it's optional, but I decided to use a cookie tin or a brownie tin so that I wouldn't waste my glitter, because glitter's expensive. To make these adorable little Christmassy wintry snowflakes, just take a sheet of tin foil, lay it out on a working surface, get your hot glue gun ready, and make symmetrical or non-symmetrical patterns. This is an example of one of the ones that I did. It still has the tin foil on it, on the back, but after it has had plenty of time to cool, I'd give it about an hour, then you're going to want to go in with your scissors, if you've got them, if you feel like ruining your scissors. I just tore the tin foil around the snowflake, and then you're going to want to take an object of your choosing, probably the back of your paintbrush, and just stab it into the little holes of the tin foil to rip it and break it apart. And you can tear these out too, but I'm just showing you a simple way to do it because it's a video, and we have a lot of DIY projects to go through. So all you gotta do is just go all the way around, break up that tin foil in those holes, and then once you've finished with that, put this little guy, see, look at that, put this little snowflake in your tin, paint over it with your Mod Podge, and while it is still wet, sprinkle your glitter all over it. And let that dry, or let that sit for a while, about 35 minutes to an hour, depending on how much glitter you use and how much Mod Podge you use. You can make big ones, you can make small ones, you can make teeny tiny ones. You can make some geometric shapes. You could even put someone's initial inside of the snowflake, if you can see that, and give it as a gift. But keep in mind that not all pins are perfect. I might actually make a series about that. I found this idea on Pinterest. I don't remember exactly where I found it, so I don't have the link to give you, but not all pins are perfect, and if you are a stickler about the tinfoil being on the back, I would use some metallic wrapping paper or something like that so it's not tinfoil-y, or you could cover over the back with some hot glue, and then when that cools, you can do the same thing that you do to the front by putting Mod Podge on it and then putting glitter on it, and then it's glittery on both sides. You don't have to do this, but I hung mine with some fishing wire, and I hot glued the wire to the snowflakes, and then to an ornament or hanger or a paper clip, and just hang them wherever you like. So there's the first DIY I have for you guys today. Alright, moving on to the second DIY in my holiday hacks list. Not everybody can go out and buy a fresh, beautiful Christmas tree every year, and some people, like me, who live in apartments and have no money, kinda need to stretch their paychecks for the December season. Christmas is expensive, and I have to give gifts to people who are making their paychecks stretch over the month of December. And you can do that by making, ta-da, your very own Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And I made this with some leftover ornaments that were at Walmart for like a pack of them for like $1. I got them last year. And a Christmas tree star that I got from my parents' old Christmas tree. And I put it in a bucket, a very festive bucket. So to make my Christmas tree, all you need is to get a bunch of these branches. They're faux, they're not real Christmas tree branches. Just get yourself a bunch of these, and you can get these at Michael's, you can get them at Walmart, and I got mine from Walmart, like a whole pack of like 6 of these, and they're huge, about this long, and they have wire in the center. And I got those for like $1.29, and I got 3 packets of them. So I made this Christmas tree for around like $4, and it was mostly made of things that I already had or things that were really cheap. So just have fun with it. Twist them all together like you would pipe cleaners, and stick out a couple branches, and then decorate those branches with some of your old Christmas ornaments, and put it in a nice little display bucket so it doesn't fall over. So there you go, DIY Christmas tree. Pretty easy and charming in its own way. I like fun of my Christmas tree. Awesome. It is its own special snowflake. And moving on to the third DIY in this episode, it is an ugly Christmas sweater. Yay! Now, not everybody is as talented as the people on Pinterest are, and I sometimes think that I'm one of those untalented people, but even the most untalented person in the world could probably, and I mean probably, make themselves an ugly Christmas sweater. So if you have an ugly Christmas sweater party that you're going to, or if you just want to be really funny and give a gag gift to one of your friends or a family member, you can just make one of these. And it's really easy. All you need is your trusty hot glue gun, a sweater in that person's size or larger, so that they can grow into it and wear it every year. That was kind of weird. So all you need is just get yourself some of your old Christmas decorations, you know, a tube of glitter glue. You could even get some fabric, and you could cut out like little presents and stuff, and just go wild with it. Do whatever you want. This one is a Christmas sweater that my grandmother made me, and I love it. I love my Christmas sweater. And she put some little studs in there, if you can see them. So you could just do whatever you want. You can use some crazy ribbon. Like, these are satin ribbons from Christmas presents that I had last year, and you can just hot glue them all over. You know, just go to Google and type in ugly Christmas sweater, and you'll have a perfect design. So you can use a hefty, warm, fuzzy sweater like this, or if you're pressed for time, you can just go and get a sweater like this from Walmart. It's thin, but you know, as long as it's in their size and it's a festive color, it won't be a problem. See, I got mine for $7. $7. And using decorations that I already have, I could make a pretty rockin' ugly Christmas sweater. See, you could even use ornaments like this. You could take green puff paint, make a Christmas tree on the shirt, wait for that to dry, and then hot glue the ornaments all over it. Boom. Best Christmas gift ever.
Or you
Done.
can do what Diana, you're so mean!
Or
Christmas sweaters.
Or if you didn't hear what Diana said, and I don't put an annotation there, you could use some sweaters in your mom or dad's closet, because chances are they're pretty ugly too. The 80s were a dark time for fashion. And now that we've moved past the DIY decorations, we can move on to some cheap and easy DIY treats. My favorite. We're gonna make microwavable Christmas fudge, and it has 3 ingredients, except for salt. And it has 4 ingredients. It's super easy. All right, so for this Christmas fudge recipe, I used one from Gemma's Bigger Bolder Baking, and you can find her channel in the description down below. She has a lot of great recipes, and this one was perfect for my week of winter with Wannabe Youtuber series, because it only has 4 ingredients. So what you're gonna need for this Christmas fudge recipe is 1 can of condensed milk. Do not use evaporated milk. taste very well, and the last time I used evaporated milk, there was an incident that I don't really want to talk about. And you're gonna need some vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and chocolate chips. And I'm using semi-sweet baking chips, and they're real milk chocolate. So you're gonna want to use good quality chocolate if you're making this recipe, but ain't nobody got time for that. So just get yourself some semi-sweet baking chips, or you can use dark chocolate. Anything like that will be fine. So what you're gonna want to do first is you are going to want to take 3 1/3 cup of your chocolate and the whole can of your condensed milk, and my can is 14 ounces. Put these into a microwave-safe bowl, microwave it on high for 1.5 minutes, just until the chocolate has melted, and then whisk it all together to make sure everything is well blended. And you're gonna wanna gently stir or whisk this mixture together, because if you stir too much or too quickly, the mixture will get very oily and it won't look very good and it won't taste good. And then after you've done that, you can add a little bit of your vanilla extract or peppermint extract, almond extract, whatever flavoring you want to use, and your pinch of salt. Mix that in really well, and then pour your mixture into a baking pan. I'm using a small baking pan, and line your baking pan with some cling wrap or some parchment paper and fill the whole thing with your fudge mixture. And then pat it down, smooth it out, and you're gonna wanna let your fudge sit for 4 hours at the least. I know that's a long time, or you can do what I'm gonna do, and you can let it sit overnight. And once it's set, we will come back and you guys will see the awesome fudge. All right, let's get started. Hi guys, this is Diana. She helped me microwave the fudge because the last time I microwaved something, I exploded a bowl, and she needed to be my adult for this.
And
So-
we also have depth perception issues, so we picked too small of a bowl.
And we're both very festive.
I'm crouching down so much right now.
She's still like. But so after you take it out of the microwave, it's gonna be thick. So can you show them the consistency? It's gonna be thick like poop. So
or melted Tootsie Rolls. There's the less gross option of that.
and I'll add the vanilla. Diana's gonna add a pinch of salt, and then you're gonna want to stir this and pour it into your saran wrap lined baking pan, and leave it alone for 4 hours or overnight. Do not eat it while it is setting.
Very important.
Very important. Here we go a little bit.
Okay.
And you can use any other, go ahead. And you can use any other kind of flavoring that you want to use. We're just using vanilla because I don't have any peppermint flavor. And I like how I'm doing this.
Because I'm trying not to stab you
No, that's
with
fine.
my pointy elbows.
Okay, this is a small segment in my video called Diana's Helpful Tips. And this is why I keep her around. So what's your tip, Diana?
If you grease the pan, as odd as it sounds, and then put the saran wrap in, the saran wrap will stick and not stick to the fudge like it totally is right now. Because it's literally, if you've had hot Tootsie Rolls, this is the consistency. Hot, gross, sticky Tootsie Rolls.
So Diana's tip, grease your pan before you put the saran wrap in it, and the saran wrap will stick.
Unlike sticking to the fudge.
The more you know.
G.I. Joe.
Any last words?
Caitlin, do you want to lick this?
And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed all of my tips, my DIYs, and my delicious treats for you guys to try out this holiday season. So I had so much fun making all of these adorable DIY crafts for you guys, and I hope it gave you some inspiration on how to celebrate your holiday season. Stay tuned for my next episode in my Week of Winter with Wannabe Youtuber series. Until then, bye! We still have 2 more hours on this fudge. Oh, I want the fudge! I want it.
How it's gonna work if you're gonna touch the fudge. I mean, you
I
could eat
want
the fudge if you really wanted to. I mean, I don't know if it would.
No, we have to wait 2 hours. It's only 6:33 and we have to wait till 8:30.
I'm taking it away from you.
No,
I'm
I'm
saving it.
finishing the film, you dork. That's it. Galen, get in here and smile.
I'm smelling things. I like to smell things.
I said
Smile.
smile.
Wait, I also like
You
to
heard
smile.
Caitlin.
Is my head actually in this?
I mean, yeah, the top
I'll
of
have to
it.
back up a little bit, back up a little bit.
You stay forward. I stay back. Help.
got brass in pocket, gunpowder, I'm gonna use it. Intention, I'm feeling mental, gonna make you notice.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why you
I'll
guys
just
make
hold
me the
the
adult.
fudge over here. It's gonna stay over here.
So this is less than height differences, friends.
You need love to grow, friends.
Apparently you have none.
I had none.
Got motion, restrained emotion. I've been diving, detour leaning, no reason. Just seems so pleasing. Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style.
All right, now that we've done the fun and all right, now that you guys have watched,
Kristen epically fail.
Gonna use my side step, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my.
This is the song. That's right.
Legendary show, 'cause I gonna make you see there's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention, give it to me. I got rhythm, I can't miss a beat. I got new skank. Sorry, I got something. When can I tell? Gonna make you notice.
words are hard.
It could be its own like segment on your YouTube channel.
Christmas has trouble with words now. Kristen has trouble with words.
Are you sure you're sober?
I am stone cold sober. See, I said it right. Stone cold sober. I didn't know what time it was. It's dark. Give me a break. Okay. Thank you. Ending of episode 1. Well, first episode. Whatever.
It's most awkward.
No, I was trying to make a Star choke. Wow. Artichoke Star Trek. Star Wars joke. Okay.
Please don't do that.
Any holiday greetings?
Help.
Merry Christmas.
Help.
Kiss my